York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the draw is Taylor.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Jonathan Taylor.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Eason. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
On the tackle.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
At the 43-yard line.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 2nd down and 4. Darnold looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to Taylor on first down.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. He's going to go up top again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Darnold. Steps, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sam Darnold, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The kick is...
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Eason. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Eason. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Rashad Perriman. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold.
3-yard line.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, lady.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The first down carry here for Johnson.
Kari Willis there to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Play action. It's Eason.
Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 6 there on first. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Throwing again. Eason. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Andrew Billings never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about it.
Darnold, he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
7-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Eason. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big run there by
Johnson, and even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Darnold now to throw. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
14.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10. At their own 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Sam Darnold.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 43. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Eric Wolf calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the air on second down. Eason, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris. Campbell, but now it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's the backup Winston. Deep ball for Goodwin. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Flushed out right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that'll be incomplete. Wentz took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, 32 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to... And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 36, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, it's Lindsey. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch 30. 3.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. This one caught out wide by Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. 4 down.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Today's